¿Cómo te lo pollo? Yo no lo como. Aquí están los chiles en vinagre.
Thank you, Mama.
Dale.
Siéntate aquí con nosotros, Mama.
Sí, aquí están los chiles en vinagre y primero nos terminamos este repollo que está bien picadito.
Okay.
Y este ya es para mañana.
Okay.
Sobró chile y a lo mejor hago, no sé si tenga tiempo, ¿no?
Hello, Azteca Health friends. How's it going? Mi Jose Reynoso, your Azteca Health man. Check it out. We're gonna start eating our little enchiladas that we just made. There you are with the helmet. Safety first. So, this is my beautiful mom. That's my wonderful dad over there, everybody. Okay, we're gonna be making.
La piedrita porque a todos se lo...
Nos vamos a estar comiendo unas enchiladas that my mom just made. They're delicious. Let me set it up here so you guys can check it out. Give me a second here while it's set up. Go. How's that? You guys see better now? Right there. Alright, so anyways, I'm Jose Reynoso. This is our lunch. This is lunchtime already. Son unas enchiladas. My mom just made them right now. My dad's having his, my mom's having hers. And then we're also going to be putting some repollo. This is cabbage, okay, cabbage. We also have our chiles and vinagres here. Okay, my mom makes these chiles. So she makes them from her own little garden. As you can see, look, real nice and good. She also puts carrots and she puts garlic in here. And then she pickles them. And that's what a chile and vinagre is, okay? I like a lot of chili, so I grab a whole bunch. I'm also gonna be having my meal with my Azteca heel. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in my water here, and that way I can be drinking it as I'm having my food. This is the way I do it. And remember, for those of you that are boycotting Coca-Cola, remember Coca-Cola makes that Monster Energy drink, which tastes terrible, by the way. And you know, if you're helping boycott Coca-Cola, one way you can show them that Mexicans have power, you can get your Azteca heel. It's 100% natural, made out of natural plants, and it's also 100% Mexican, okay? So if you want to show Coca-Cola that a little Mexican energy drink like this can make a difference, can take down their Monster Energy drink, that's one way you can do it. You can get yours on Walmart online, aztecahealth.com, Amazon online, and Flip, okay? Right on Mexican Coke. Salud. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I already put mine in my water here, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat it with my food, and it's gonna be great. Okay, you guys? All right. So, anyways, first of all, my mom always tells me she's about to eat with us too. My mom's always telling me that every time you're gonna eat your food, your meal, whether it's at a restaurant or a friend's house or wherever it is that you're at, she says you always bless your food. She says you go in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. She says that will take away any negative energy or poison or whatever from your food. It doesn't matter if you're at a friend's house. It doesn't matter if you're in a restaurant. Don't be ashamed to do it. And if anybody has an issue with it, then they have a problem with it. And that's what blessing your food is about, to get rid of negativity like that, okay? So anyways, that's what my mom says. Vente a comer, mamá.
más hambre quitando eso ahí de la...
Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that very much, big boy. 355. They call me Mama's boy because my mom's always been so nice to me and stuff, and I don't mind, you know, because I know that she loves me very much and she means it in the best and most positive way. Okay, this are you demo documented? What is that any of your business? Are you a citizen? Are you full of it? Walmart is American company. That's great. Right on. Excellent for Walmart. So is Amazon. So I am not 100% against anybody. But when Coca-Cola decided to call their immigrant employees to for a meeting, okay, they decided to call them for a meeting. Not only did they fire them, but they also called immigration on them. ICE showed up and and arrested and is deporting their workers that they backstab. So if that's what being a uh, American patriot is about, then don't count me in. I don't vote for anybody. I love America. There's nothing wrong with that, and I mean America as a whole, not the people that are dividing America. Those are not Americans. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, I don't give a crap. Okay, if you're a racist towards anybody that's not on your team, then you're a fool. That's just my opinion, so I don't vote. Thank you very much. All right, and me being a citizen or documented or whatever is none of your business. The last time the immigration went to my house, I made them look like fools. Watch, I'll show you a video. Actually, this phone's dead. Okay, so I'll show you if you wanted to see what happens to the immigration the last time they were at my house. You can go to YouTube, follow me on there, look at my page, and right there on my watch list, there's a video right there in the front that says Migra. Look at that. That'll tell you what happened to immigration the last time they went to my house. Okay, they were on all the networks, on the news stations, and they look like fools. Okay, because they were wrong. So if you want to go that route, go look at that video first, and then you can come back in here and tell me all about ICE. Okay, ICE knows who I am. They know where I live. They want nothing to do with me. Okay, thank you very much. Anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't want somebody's negativity over here ruining it for the rest of us. Let's continue. Okay, so I got my food here that my mom just made. There's a video on how she made the enchiladas right now. Okay, so if you guys want to check it out, it'll be available tomorrow on YouTube. Whatever I do today, it's always available tomorrow at YouTube. Okay. Acelia Maldonado, buenas tardes. Gracias for all the balloons. Muchas gracias. See, a lot of people here agree with me. Okay, so if me being a citizen or documented is an issue with you, then don't watch me. Thank you very much. ¿Cuál es el YouTube Vale? Okay, so if you go to YouTube, you look up Jose Reynoso, and it's got to have this logo on there. If it has this logo on there, that's me, Jose Reynoso. Okay, for those of you that like the stuff that I do, you guys can always just follow me on YouTube also, because I stream on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at the same time. Okay, so YouTube's watching me down here, Instagram's watching me over here, Facebook is watching me right over there, and this is TikTok. Okay, so if you guys miss anything that we did today, you guys can also just follow me on YouTube, and you can watch whatever I did today. You can watch it on YouTube tomorrow. So like if you guys wanted to see my mom, how she cooked all this, we just did a video on it right now. That's my beautiful mom, by the way. She showed us from scratch how to make the best Michoacan style enchiladas. Okay, so the video will be available tomorrow right there on YouTube. So for those of you that like the content that I give you, if you miss my live stream, you can always just watch it tomorrow. Okay, so because I do all kinds of stuff. So if that's what you're into, then excellent. Okay. Dice aquí, I'm for God, that's it, says Amber. Right on, Amber. I don't vote for anybody either. A lot of people think that the first thing they see is this American flag on here, right? And I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico, and I snuck across the border, okay? And there's a video on that too, if you would like to see it. And I am not ashamed to let people know that I snuck across the border, My mom snuck across the border. Poor little her. She was in the trunks of cars. You know, they got caught many times. So imagine my mom, you know, and my brother, and you know 4 or 5 other people crammed into a little trunk of a car in the desert, going through desert for hours, not being able to breathe and all that. And then my mom has worked here for over 50 years in America already. Okay, you guys, why do you think America's so great? Because of people like my mom and people like my dad here that have basically almost been slaves to America, making it great. So now we get these people having the audacity to come on my show and ask me if I'm legal or documented or not. That is none of their business. And thank you and bye bye. Anyways, I don't want to ruin that. I want to keep eating, okay? Thank you very much. This you watching the Super Bowl? You know what, Adrian? I don't. Football to me is boring. I'd rather watch other stuff, you know, or I'd rather do something else. But no, football to me is boring. But I am rooting for the Eagles, and I'm gonna tell you why. First person to tell me why I'm rooting for the Eagles wins. And I'll play a song for you. But I don't follow football. But if you can tell people that watch me, they already know the answer to this. Okay? Do you have family sons? No, I don't, Leones. Fourth thing, right? Right on. Trabajo hoy, tío. No, hoy es domingo, no estoy trabajando. Okay, you guys, so check it out. We got our enchiladas right here. I already put a lot of chile on here. We got our beans because I'm a beaner and I love to eat beans. And then I have some repollo right here that my mom was kind enough to chop up for us. Thank you, mother, by the way. Like that. Boom, bada boom. Okay, and the enchiladas, they already have the salsa that my mom made. So they already have salsa. She also made some eggs here, some hard-boiled eggs for us. Thank you, Mom. Good food, right? Right on. They said, because you want to make America great again. That's right. See my mom here? My mom has worked here for many, many years. My dad's been here since he was 15 years old. You know, it's making America great. And you get all these new people talking about how...
No, soy 77.
Sí, pero yo les estoy diciendo que ya tú tienes un chingo de años trabajando aquí en América. Okay, you guys? And so it's people like my dad over there
Tenía 7 años,
and my mom here that, why do you think America's so great? Not because of all these new people that are trying to get rid of us. They're going to be begging us to, if they were able to get rid of all of us. You know what? That's why America's so great right now, because of people like us. Okay? Thank you very much. Te estás salvando, mucha gente dice.
Hace falta el queso.
Estás bueno, sí, no. Cheers, everybody.
Yo estoy tomando avena en agua.
Y yo estoy tomando Azteca Hill en agua también. These are very good enchiladas, you guys. They are delicious. And remember, these are as simple enchiladas as you can get. Okay, you guys, so they're not all fancy, they're just very simple. My mom just cooked them on the stove. So if you guys want to see the recipe on how to do it, just follow me on YouTube, and you can watch it there tomorrow or anytime you guys want. Every time we do a live stream like this, I always post it on YouTube, so you'll be able to see it. If you would like to see how she did them from scratch, I recommend that you do it. Okay, if you guys want to make your own enchiladas, you want to learn how to do it.
También se le rebana zanahoria así ralladita, zanahoria con el repollo. Y una rueda de jitomate, pero ya no tenía ganas de partir. Aquí le hace falta el queso. Aquí así, para que se adorne y sabe bien, más mejor.
Okay. It's so good.
¿Quieres una aquí?
Aquí tengo.
Para ti. Se pueden hacer también de turque, cuando tengan turque, desébrenlo y se lo acomodan y hacen sus enchiladas igual, nomás con turque, con gallina, con carne picada, no molida, tiene que ser la picadita.
I didn't charge those people for the installation of the garage yo-yo because they are our family friends and they've always done favors for me, so I didn't do it for the money. I just did it as a favor.
Que primero la picada la ponen a cocer en una cazuela, le están moviendo y caldudita ya la alzan y la dejan enfriar y luego ya hacen sus enchiladas. O sus tacos.
Yeah, my dad's right there.
Sí,
the food is
rojitas,
delicious.
Están coloraditas.
Hay gente que está diciendo que no son enchiladas, que son tacos dorados, que porque cansa que hay que.
Bueno, eso depende de lo personal, dijo Cusito Rivas.
Eso depende de lo personal, dijo Cusito Rivas. How old is my mom? My mom is 77.
Sí. Sí, porque mucha gente le da palabras de contradicción, entonces tú no hay que decirle que está bien, eso depende de lo personal.
Yeah.
Como muy dueña de su atole, que le mueva con el dedo o con un palo o con lo que ella quiera. Cada quien es dueño de su personal cosa.
Yeah.
Esa es mi contestación.
Where's your wife? David, I am not married, David.
Yo le contesto lo que yo creo que está bien. Pero no le hace que tengan sus tijeras de podar, yo también les sé contestar y con cariño.
Yeah. My mom basically says that anybody can interpret it in any way they would like. Okay, if you're cooking them, you can call them tortas for all she cares. She says you're welcome to your own opinion. Basically, she says that if you don't have anything nice to say, ve y descula hormigas.
No dije eso, pero...
Pero yo sí.
Bueno.
Salud.
Mucha gente ni sabe hacer nada y sí está con la tijera.
Dice mi mamá que mucha gente no sabe hacer nada, pero sí está con las tijeras, corte, corte.
Y yo pienso que a mí no me gana usted.
Yes, please respect my mom or else you do get kicked out of here. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys, so anyways, one of the reasons why we're making this video is to show you how great Mexican food is, how humble it is, how natural it is, okay? And also to remind you that if you were supporting Coca-Cola and you were drinking especially their Monster Energy drink, I'm reminding you that how Coca-Cola turned on the Mexicanos. They fired them and they had the immigration waiting for them. That is not only cold-blooded, it's evil. So their Monster Energy drink must be evil. If you want to help take them down, get your Azteca Heel. Give up that monster crap and help the raza. Azteca Heel is 100% Mexican and it's 100% natural, okay? Like my mom here, okay? That's how Azteca Health came to be, because of family traditions passed down throughout the years, okay? So we welcome everybody that's positive. And if you want to show Coca-Cola that a small Mexican little energy drink is a lot better than their crappy monster drink, then get yours on Amazon online, aztecahealth.com, and flip. All right? All right. And if you purchase it, please leave a review letting them know that you heard it on my live, on my show, the Azteca Health Man Show. Well, Cookie says, Azteca is too expensive. Well, maybe, if you can't afford it, that's okay. We can't give it away. And would you rather pay something cheap that doesn't do anything to you except make you feel terrible and evil? Or do you want something that actually helps heal you and help you energize? Quality counts. Quality is not free. Okay, so if you can't afford it, I'm sorry about that.
esa señora me viene a ver y se va de paso.
Thank you very much, Multia, for becoming the number 16th member on our team. Thank you very much. All right, thank you for the hearts, me baby. I appreciate that. Is that Mulita, ¿verdad? Gracias. America runs on Pico.
En Pico Rivera. Bonitos volúmenes.
We are from, hi from Canada, says Jessibo. We are in Santa Rosa, California.
Yo sé hasta piscar algodón, imagínense. Cuando estaba chiquita me llevaban mis padres y yo piscaba 50 kilos y apenas tenía como 8 años, 9.
Hello to the Navajo Nation over there in Arizona. Saludos. Thank you very much, our Indians, Native Americans like us. Hermanos de nosotros, dice mi mamá. Because whether you're Aztec or any kind of Indian native to America, we are the real Americans. Okay, you guys? So if you guys want to see real Americans, here we are. We're from this continent. We weren't brought from somewhere else.
Hay unas que sí traen la mera plumota así, mire, así. Y cuando yo digo que yo soy india, nomás se ríen por debajo. Digo, pues te estás riendo de ti mismo, hermana o hermano.
Órale, carnal, viva la raza, compa. You're very lucky to have your mom. Wish my mom was still here. Don't worry, I can share my mama with you. Raza gotta stay together, dice Junior. You're right, we are the real Americans. That's right, we are. All the people that were brought from somewhere else, they're not Americans, they're Europeans or Scottish or English or French or whatever you want to call them. But they're not real Americans. They just think they are. Thank you very much for the likes. So this is the enchilada that my mom just made. If you guys saw the live stream and you didn't come, you saw it towards the end, you can always just follow me on YouTube, Jose Reynoso on YouTube. And whatever we do today, it's always available tomorrow, the next day. Okay? So if you guys want to see how she cooked them, if you want to call them enchiladas, if you want to call them taco dorados, call them whatever you want. But if you want to see how she made them, you can watch the
Oh, también se hacen con chorizo, doradito, sí.
Real Americans from Houston, Texas. Órale. Watching while I'm eating pozole. Órale, that sounds great. Native Americans are the real. Yeah. Let's see. Had your room, Greek immigrants. Something about Greek immigrants. Reynoso. Something. Hang on a minute. Let me see that one. Dice aquí. Reynoso. De Fonda son ustedes. ¿Dónde? ¿Verdad? Yo también soy Reynoso. Órale, Alex Kings. Ok, nosotros somos de Michoacán. Hay de un ranchito que se llama Hanamato, Michoacán. Native Americans are real. That's right, we are real, man. Some Anglos trying to tell me that I'm not a real American? No way. Those people are smoking crack. And I have nothing against Anglo people. I don't. I've been raised by Anglo people all my life here in the United States. All my teachers have always been Anglos, counselors, you name it, okay? They've had a very positive influence on me. The Spanish that I know how to speak is the Spanish that my mom and my dad would teach us here at the house. So for those of you that have kids, you want to teach them Spanish at the house. Enséñales español en la casa. Then when they go to school, they'll learn all the English and all that math that they need. Pero en la casa, mi mamá siempre nos ha hablado en español y nos educa también con la palabra de Dios. ¿Verdad, mamá?
Sí.
Porque en la escuela ahí no enseñan nada de eso. Ahí te enseñan que los americanos vinieron de Europe y que casi que.
Y no los dejen andar de jacaleros en las casas porque les enseñan otra doctrina que no es la que ustedes les están dando.
Yeah, my mom says
Les
also.
enseñan una bocota así, mire.
Mom says also not to let your kids go too much to other people's houses because then they go and they learn bad manners over there. Okay, so she says not to have them as prisoners, but also, be careful. José, no te chupes los dedos.
¿A poco cuando se queman dice, ay, me quemé? Y ya se lo chupó y ya ve.
Ready for the Super Bowl? Go Eagles! Reyes, yo no vivo aquí con mi mamá. Me están preguntando que por qué todavía vivo con mi mamá.
No,
Obviamente,
no vive.
Tú no me conoces. Yo estoy visitando a mi mamá. A mí me encanta visitarla a diario. Y a mi papá también. Yo no vivo aquí. Yo tengo mi casa también. Okay? So, every time somebody asks me that or tells me that why I'm so old and still living with my mom, it's because you're not a regular follower. You're just passing through. Okay, so you don't know me, so don't go in there. Thank you very much. Trump is at the Super Bowl. No, another reason not to watch it. How are you, amigo? I'm great, Torres. Great, son. Thank you very much, Jose Martinez. It looks good, right?
Si es de Ameca, yo lo conozco. A José Martínez.
Yo también por eso, I drink my Azteca Hill, I put it in my water look, and I eat it with my meal, and it makes my meal taste that much better. Remember, let's take down Coca-Cola, especially their Monster energy drink. We could show them that a little Mexican energy drink like this can take down monsters. This is real. This is 100% natural, all right? That stuff they sell, I don't know what it is, and it doesn't even taste good. Not only is it not good, and a lot of people say that all the stuff on the bottle that it has, that's satanic, 666, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I never trust that, stuff like that. Not only have they proven it that they're evil, Coca-Cola is calling the immigration on los Mexicanos, los Latinos que they were working there for them, making them a lot of money. They backstabbed them. They called them into a meeting, and not only did they tell them they were fired, but the immigration was waiting for them. And if that's not evil, then I don't know what is. All right, so help take down Monster Energy Drink. Get your Azteca Hill. All right, we can show them that this little Mexican energy drink can take down monsters. Orale. Thank you for the follows. Ultra Mega Mexicans ain't going nowhere. We won. This guy's great. Thank you very much. It's Smokey, right? Thank you. Why am I still in uniform? I'll show you why. See that? See that? Okay, that's my Azteca Hill bottle. It's right there on my uniform. This is part of my job, bringing you videos like this, letting you know how you can support Azteca Hill. So I'm still working right now. Now you can't see it, but on my hard hat here, it used to say Azteca Hill on the top, but it's getting old now, so I need a new one. That's why I'm still wearing my uniform, because I'm Jose Reynoso, your Azteca Health man. I'm always on duty. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So if you people want to show Coca-Cola how a small little energy drink like this can help take down their monster, you get yours on Amazon online, aztecahealth.com, Walmart online. Show them that we got positive Mexican power, okay? Because that's what we're about. You know what I mean? Their Monster energy drink I'm starting to believe that it is evil. A lot of people are always saying how, if you look at the bottles, they have an upside down cross on the bottle. They also have some kind of 666 number on there. Plus, Monster Energy drink. Doesn't that say it all? And look at what Coca Cola did. They fired their own employees that were making them a lot of money. And not only did they fire them, they tricked them into La Migra. They called the immigration on them. Okay, so I mean, what's up with that? Now, if that doesn't show how evil their Monster Energy drink is, I don't know what else does. Do we make a stick of health? Yes, it's our family recipe, okay? It's all FDA approved, okay? So you guys can go to aztecahealth.com, check out all the details. Shame on Coca-Cola, right? So, mira, one way we can get back at them is to show them that a small little Mexican energy drink like this can take down monsters, okay? It's all natural. It tastes great. Look, I put some in. I put a little bottle in my drink right here, and I'm eating it with my meal. Simple Mexican style meal. Okay, that's what keeps me healthy. Mira. So that's why I'm always inviting you to get yours. Okay, you guys. I'm directing traffic. Yes, all the ladies this way, all the dudes that way. And that's another thing. Women drink Azteca Heal because it helps them do their chores, their jogging. You know, they go to the gym, they drink their Azteca Health, and it helps you keep you motivated the natural way. Am I going to watch the Super Bowl? No, I'm sorry. The Super Bowl to me is boring. I don't like that. Plus, I heard that Trump's going to be there, and I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't support anybody. I don't support Obama, Trump, Hillary, nobody. If I want somebody to be the president, it's going to be my mom or my dad. One of those two. Other than that, I don't care about politics, okay? I respect if you guys voted for Trump or not. I don't care. He's our president, and it's our duty to follow his lead. I don't like him.
Así
I
nos
don't
va a ir
dislike
porque
him. I
andaban
don't.
allá con el presidente y que se lo querían meter en el alma y ahora nomás se aguantan.
Nova says, hi from New York City. Hi, Nova. I voted for Trump. All right, right on, Johnny. Dip, pat yourself in the back. Mega, dice aquí Shank. Mexicans ain't going nowhere. Mega, says Big K. Mexicans ain't going nowhere. Right on. Cheech. Right? I agree with you, not in the politics either. Yeah, that's a waste of time.
Y lo malo es que yo también voté por el trompa de garrote, pues.
¿Tú también?
Pues decían que era muy buena rieta, pero no.
No.
Está saliendo malo.
Está saliendo malo. She's just joking, you guys. She's trying to make you funny. Didn't you hear? She said it was a joke. Yes, my mom speaks plenty of English. You want to know how much English my mom speaks? I'll tell you how much English my mom speaks. My mom has been working here for about 50 years, making America great and everything, working for American companies, American hotels, American, taking care of American children as their nannies, okay? So she speaks enough English to have raised 6 children here, her and my dad, okay, to send us to school, to show us how to be law-abiding citizens, real Americans. That's a lot of English right there for you. Isn't that enough? You're hungry too, says Dad. Hello from Arizona. How's your Sunday going? It's going great. Thank you for asking. Hotel jobs are tough, not for the weak. And look, my mom, she raised 6 kids, okay? Her and my dad, keeping us in school, keeping us straight, making us a productive people of society. And they're trying to get rid of people like my cute little mom. America wouldn't be great. Even without people like my mom and my dad, okay, you guys? So if you guys are trying to make America great, then remember to keep people like them here. They're the ones that. Why do you think America is great right now? Okay.
Y también se sabía usar las máquinas industriales de las fábricas de ropa.
Okay, people, if you keep asking me if my mom's legal, I'm gonna kick you out because look, if she's been here for 50 years now, okay, it's raised us all. What do you think? Do the math. I don't believe that you should be smart enough to figure that out, right? Right. Thank you very much. Do you consider yourself a Chicano? Well, I'm born in Mexico and I've been raised here. And I don't really care if people call me Chicano or Mexican or whatever, as long as they don't insult me. That being a Chicano is not that important to me, okay?
Yo ni me afrento de la gente de que y los que tienen dinero y que se creen la trompa del tren, nada, de todos vamos a ir al hoyo, todos.
Yeah, my mom says that it doesn't matter how American or you think you are above us. She says that when you die, it's going to be the same hole, whether you're a real American or one of those fake Americans that came from somewhere else to America and wants to be more American than the real Americans. She says it's going to be the same hole for you anyway. Eagles, go all the way.
Y la pulga también, cómo no, compraba cositas y no me afrento yo de
Thank you, God, for President Trump. Clean up America. He should start at his house. He wants to get rid of American citizenship and all that. He should start with his wife because she wasn't born here. And then he can go next to his sons. Since their mom wasn't born here, he can take away their citizenship and deport her. Start at home and set an example. Thank you very much. No, I ain't got no time to do narco stuff. My respects for your parents reminds me, right? And a lot of people are and you got to remember that Eagles go all the way. You guys got to remember that, all our blood is from here. Okay, nobody brought us from somewhere else in some rackety ass ship with a shitload of diseases, killing the real American natives. Spreading diseases on them. Okay, those are not real Americans, people. Do the math. Add 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is not 5. Right on.
¿No quieres un gusto?
Sure, Mom.
Que se te vaya los chilotes. Aquí hay, agarra.
Thank you, Mom. The math is not making sense, right? So how could you say that native Indians like my mom and myself, that all our blood can be traced back even before America was called America? How could you say that we are not real Americans? Okay? Those people that came on a boat from a different continent, those are not real Americans. Stop being racist. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's talk about something else. How's that? Would that make you feel a lot better? Let's talk about this cooking my mom just did, you guys. She showed us how to make authentic Michoacan style enchiladas, and we did the whole video right now streaming. And I got sidetracked with that because people started talking about, other stuff. They'll keep asking me if I'm born here, if I'm documented, if I'm a citizen. That is none of their business. Can't they tell? Look, listen to me. Okay? So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. You're telling the truth, right? Thank you very much. I'm not being racist, right? Says aquí OT importa. Well, that's what I'm saying. You remind me of my dad. Really? Kelly 8314. Well, cheers to your dad. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. You're not racist. You're just saying. I'm just saying. Right? No, but for real, you guys, for real. I don't know how people can keep telling me that I'm not American when all my blood is from here. All of it. Okay, my blood didn't come in some little funky boat and full of diseases. Okay, the reason why the white people. I'm sorry, I love white people. I was raised by a lot of white people since I was a little boy. All my teachers and all that, they were all great. I didn't mean no disrespect whatsoever. One of the big reasons I am the way I am is because of those great Anglo people, white people that had a lot of influence in my life as a little boy, all through school, through college, and all that. Okay, so I give them very much respect. But there's those funny ones that came on some raggedy ship. They're the ones that started killing off the real Americans that were there first, not just by massacring them and murdering them, but also with all the diseases that they brought over. Okay, so their blood was not clean like ours was. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Literally, right? So I don't know how people can. It's like trying to reinvent math. You cannot reinvent math. You do the math, you will always get the right answer. 1 plus 1 is now 5. Saludos a tu jefita, gracias. Tony says Trump giving us tax refunds. Giving us? Like who? Like everybody? Thank you for the respect. I appreciate that, Kay. Okay, somebody says, nope, not true. ¿Sí, mamá, Maquito?
No, ya me voy a sentar acá, yo te redura la silla.
Okay, Mom.
Que ya vino listo porque nosotros están bien contentos.
All right, you guys. So anyways, I didn't mean to get off track. I was just trying to show you guys and share a video on how my mom showed us how to make these great enchiladas, and then we got sidetracked, okay? But I'm not gonna keep letting people tell me that I'm not American enough. It doesn't get more American than real American blood, native to this land. Okay? Sick of politics, sick of Trump. Please talk about something else. Okay, Blue Native. How about you give us a subject to talk about, Blue Native, and we'll follow you on that. How's that? Okay? Am I on parole? Hello. Are you my parole officer looking for me? Blue Native says enchiladas. All right, great. All right, so I'm gonna explain how my mom was doing the enchiladas. Okay, I didn't want to interrupt her when she was doing it because when my mom is doing stuff like that, if I don't pay attention to what she's doing, she doesn't want to continue doing it, right? So I'll explain it the way she did it. She had all her potatoes already pre-cooked. Okay, so she heated up the potatoes until they were soft. Okay, you know how you put them in water and all that, right? You wait until they're nice and soft. So then what she did next is she smashed all the potatoes. Boom, 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 boom. She got them all nice and smashed. Then she put on those gloves, and then she smashed them with her hand. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so with the smasher thingamajiggy, it leaves lumps still. So she used her hands with the little glove, and then she made them nice and creamy. Okay, if you like them more creamy, you add a little bit of butter or whatever. You also add your salt and stuff like that at that moment. If you're going to be putting meat into your tortillas, she wants you to have the meat already ready, whether it's shredded chicken or ground beef or whatever it is, carnitas, whatever it is. You want to have it ready already in small pieces, not big pieces. So then what she did is she did her salsa out of red chiles, guajillos, and then she had that already, right? And then with the tortillas, the way she did it is she grabbed the tortillas, and when you use the tortillas, make sure they're not cooked yet, and make sure they're not frozen. They could be at room temperature or straight out of the refrigerator. So anyways, and I know all this because see, when I was in high school, I would take cooking class, home ed, and Miss Paleman, she was my home ed teacher. Our assignment was to cook something every day in high school. All right, and when I went to high school, my parents were poor, So I didn't have, they couldn't afford to give me money for lunch, right? So see, I used my brain. So what I did is I took home ed class, and on my fourth period is right before the bell for lunch rings. Okay. So then what I did is I took those classes, home ed class, and then our assignment was to cook something every day. Okay, and I went to school with a bunch of white kids, Anglos or whatever. No disrespect. I understand that. Okay, please. And so they all had money. They all had money. Their parents always gave them money to go to lunch and all this and all that. And my parents couldn't afford that. So I took homemade class because the assignment was to, what up, Joe? The assignment was always to cook something in class, okay? And then you get to eat it every time. And this happens every day. Every day we would cook something, and then as soon as the bell rang, bring, everybody's out. You know what I mean? Everybody has lunch money and everything, so everybody would just take off, and then they would leave the kitchen there for poor little Miss Paleman, because our classroom was a kitchen. It was an actual kitchen. It had the stove. It had just like my mom's kitchen right here. Look, it had the stove. It had the refrigerator. It had the cabinet. Everything. That was the classroom. A whole kitchen. So as soon as the bells would ring for lunch, all the kids, and I do mean all the kids, everybody would leave. Everybody would leave, and the kitchen was a mess. The table and everything was a mess. And poor little Miss Paleman, she would have to clean all that, right? When I started going to school there, like I was telling you, I was hungry. I was hungry. So every day we'd cook something, and then I would eat my food. I would eat the food, and then I would help Miss Paleman clean the kitchen. I would help her clean the kitchen because everybody would just leave. And I took cooking class for 4 years there at the high school, and I always got an A+ because every time that when we were done, I would always help Miss Paleman clean the kitchen, put the food back in, in the Tupperware, the way she was teaching us to put everything away. But everybody, as soon as the bell rings, everybody's gone for lunch. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to help. And so when I went to school there with Miss Paleman, I always got an A+ in my classes because I always did what I was supposed to, and I would help because I got to eat the food. Okay. See, I was that hungry, and so I didn't have no money for lunch. And you don't want to be walking around lunchtime, you're walking around with your friends. They go to the stores, they buy, McDonald's or whatever the hell, and they got money to do this. I don't, you know what I mean? So that's why I took the home ed class to get a free lunch. Okay? Mr. Pirate! Arr, how you doing, sir? He said, ahoy, mate. I knew it was you. Right on. So anyways, also, when I went to high school, you guys, I was on probation for like 3 years. Right? And then it got to the point where I got denied probation, and my probation officer recommended that the court terminate the probation. So then the judge says, okay, we're terminating probation. You have such amount of time to do in the county jail, blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, all right, sir, well, that's fine and dandy, but, what about my school? I can't just give up school and go to jail. And he's like, well, you heard your probation officer, she's tired of dealing with you and this and all that, right? So, see, I'm not a dumb person. So what I did is I got a letter of recommendation from my principal, Mr. Anderson, okay? And my teachers, Miss Geiger, Mrs. Tolan, Mrs. Sanders, they all loved me because I was an A+ student, and I was always doing what I was supposed to be doing, and I would make sure I always give them respect because if you're going to school, we're not there to hate our teachers. They're not there for that. So, anyways, they gave me letters of recommendation with the school letterhead and all that, and I showed these to the judge, and I told him, look, Your Honor, you're gonna send me to jail and stuff, and that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna be able to graduate high school. I'm not perfect, but this is what I do in school. Look, check this out. Okay? So the judge, he took my letters of recommendation from my principal, Mr. Anderson, and Mrs. Tolan, Ms. Geiger, Mrs. Sanders, and other teachers there. And he's reading this, okay? He's reading them. And it's all in letterhead. All their contact information is on there and everything. And then the judge is asking my probation officer. He's so well, if he's so doing so good in school, then what's going on here? And then she would be like, well, Your Honor, he gets a dirty test. He's always gets a dirty test for a POT, you know. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with it and blah blah blah. I want nothing to do with him anymore. He's doing great in school because my probation officer would visit me in high school. Okay, she would visit me in high school, and my principals and everybody would tell her what a great job I'm doing. So she told the judge that she's like, well, he's doing great in school and stuff, but I'm tired of dealing with him. This is it. I'm following the rules. Blah 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 blah. So then the judge says, well, and then he's like, well, so you got to do your time, Jose. You got to do your time. This is it. And I told him, well, sir, it's why don't you let me do weekends? I can turn myself because I've already done a program like that before, and one of my friends was doing that too. He's the one that got me. Well, anyways, to make the story short, let's take up for 20. So to make the story short, I told him, Your Honor, you know what? Why don't you let me keep going to school? I'll go to school Monday through Friday, and I can do weekends at the county jail. And then he's like, oh, Jose, that's a long time. You got so much time to. I think it was like 8 months or something that I had to do, right? That's a long time of weekends, Jose. Like, are you sure you willing to do something like this? I'm like, yes, sir. Please, that's what I want. And so, since I had such great letters of recommendation from my high school, from my principal, Mr. Anderson, you can check it out if you guys think I'm bullshitting you. And so, I had these great letters of recommendation from my principal and my teachers and all that, right? Letting the judge know that, I was a 4.0 plus student. I did more and beyond of what I was supposed to be doing compared to other kids, right? And so the judge says, okay, Jose, well, it seems like to me, for out of these letters of recommendation, it seems to me like you are very devoted to your school. This is the proof. And so, if you're doing this great, then I'm willing to let you do that. Then, so the court's gonna grant you it's the weekends in county jail until you complete 8 months worth of time, right? And this took me like 3-4 years, my last years of high school to do. So I was doing that for the rest of my time. I was going to school Monday through Friday, and like I'm telling you, I even got a scholarship after I graduated from high school because I had great grades, and I went to the JC for a while, or for a few years. But anyway, my point is that's why I took cooking class, because I was a poor little Mexican. My parents couldn't afford to give me money for lunch every day. They had 6 other kids to take care of, right? So I used my brain. I took home ed class because I knew that the assignment of the day was to cook something every day. Every day was to cook something, cook something, cook something. Okay, so I know my way around a kitchen. I know my way around a kitchen very well. When I chase ladies around the kitchen, I always catch them. I think they let me catch them. But anyways, I know my way around a kitchen very well. Okay, from cleaning to cooking to doing this and all that. Right now, I was doing this cooking video with my mom. She doesn't like me to not pay attention to her, and whatever she says, somebody says, mom rules the kitchen. But I just thought I'd share that story with you, all right, you guys? For my last years of high school, I was going to jail every weekend for years, okay, until I graduated from school. And I took home ed to feed myself at lunch because my parents couldn't afford to, the luxury of giving me money. And everybody that was in my class, as soon as the bell rang, everybody would fly, and they would leave the kitchen like a mess. And poor little Miss Paleman, the teacher there, she had to clean everything up after everybody. But when I started going to school there, I always helped her clean the kitchen. Me and her would stay. We'd clean the tables, we'd clean the countertops. I would wash the dishes or whatever, and we would put the food away, nice and tucked, nice and clean, getting it ready for her next class. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why being in school helped me stay out of jail. And that ain't no jive. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this off because my mom doesn't like it when we waste food. That's not good. You watching the Super Bowl? You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna watch the Super Bowl. It's boring to me. I know there's a lot of hype and all of that for the Super Bowl, but I've never found football interesting. I know how to play. I played in high school. It's part of the PE. I played in grammar school with all my schoolmates and all that. but actually watching it, I get bored. But I'm rooting for the Eagles. Thank you, Majestic. Thank you very much. You say, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl to see Elon Musk ads, right? And Trump. I heard that he's gonna be there too. Another reason not to watch it. ¿Qué pasa, mi raza? Dice Cartwright. Hello from Tennessee. Dice Miranda. Hi, baby. How you doing? Fair enough, says Last Aztec. Yeah, man. I find watching football boring. All right. Thank you for the cowboy hat. Appreciate that. Honestly, you guys, I don't watch much of anything anymore because most of the time I'm doing my own videos. It takes a long time to do videos. Look, I've already been on this stream for like over an hour, probably like 2 hours now. Okay, from when I was showing you guys the way my mom was cooking our food right now. So if you guys want to see it, it's available tomorrow on YouTube. Sometimes when we're doing stuff like this and you miss something, I post on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So whatever you guys miss live, you can always just watch it on YouTube tomorrow. Thank you very much. No, I'm not watching the game, Anthony. Hello from Seagoville, Texas. Thank you very much, DTX. This Elon Musk is spending $40 million and 5 ads to expose the government corruption. Man, you know what? If somebody had money or they were interested in that, they can find corruption on either side. On either side, neither one of those sides is, the right side. That's why I don't do politics. I know they both have crap coming out of their mouth. That's why I don't follow politics. I don't. I want America to stand united. Those people separate America. That's what politics does. Okay, so when you're telling me that you're a Democrat or a Republican, I could care less. I'll vote for my mom and my dad. They're the ones that should be leading our country. Not these people that are dividing us. Mexicans that voted for Trump, Latinos, forever that. Okay, you voted for Trump, great. You thought it was a great idea, excellent. You know what I mean? That's your right, but I don't need to hear about it. I could care less. Yes, dice aquí Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, you guys, I feel that once you have politics involved in the conversation, it just divides you more. Less friends you can make. Okay? As soon as you tell people, oh, I voted for Trump, you're going to have 10 haters right away. Or if you say, oh, I voted for Clinton, same thing. So don't get me involved in politics. President Trump's our president. That's great. Let's respect him. He's the leader. Fine. But I'm not going to go to his rallies and, oh, Trump. Oh, Trump. Hell no. I got better things to do. He said, when's your birthday? Okay, my birthday is on November 30th. Okay, I was born on November 30th, 1972. So that makes me 52 years old. He said, I stopped by to listen to your story. Oh, yeah? Well, thanks, the Oli Ski. He says, so I've been listening to you learn to be American. Right? You want to learn how to be an American? Well, listen to me more often. And, nobody's perfect, but listen to me a little bit more, and you're going to be doing just fine. And that was for David Macias. Don't worry, you listen to me more, David, and you'll become more American. The sooner the better. Thank you very much. If you want to learn how to be an American, always learn from a real American. See, all my blood is here from the Americas. Like I was telling you before, my blood did not come on some rackety-ass boat full of diseases. Coming here, starting killing off real American natives, the real Americans, not only by murder, but also with their diseases. Okay, so, yeah. Are your parents Mexican? Well, if I'm Mexican, don't you think they would be Mexican too? Where am I from? I'm from Michoacan originally, but I was raised here in Sonoma County. Sanchez Mini Bull says, Happy Sunday, Big G. Hey, thanks, Sanchez. How are you doing today, homie? Mijo, go on here and we can come on and talk live with you and not it just text. Well, I'm getting ready to take a break, you guys. I've been talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. David says he's not an American. Wow, poor you. Then go back to wherever it is you came from. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let somebody that came from somewhere else like I said, in a rackety ass boat tell me that I'm not American. All my blood is from here. Sucker. Where in Sonoma County? In San Rosa. And I've lived in all of Sonoma County, in basically every town in Sonoma County. David says, I'm 100%, 1,000% American. Well, if you don't believe that I'm a real American, David, sounds to me like you're more like 10,000 full of it. Thank you very much. What part of America don't you see here? If you're a real American, you're either Mexican or some kind of Native American, not European descent. That's not American. Eggs are expensive for a real American, right? Well, as you can see, I just had a whole bunch of eggs. I lived in Sonoma County for 40 years. Right on. I've lived in Sonoma County since I've been 5 years old. Mexican American, dice aquí Tere. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but we have to, so we do it real slow. Besides, you guys, I don't really like talking about politics. That's a bunch of bull. Why you still live with your parents? Okay, you must be new here, David. I don't live here, David. I visit my parents. That's very different, don't you think? See, you're those one of the people that probably just passed through here and thinks they know everything about me. Well, you don't. If you knew about me, you would know that I don't live with my parents. I have my own home. If you knew me, you would also know that I'm 100% American. All my blood is from the Americas, okay? So for those of you that are from England descent or France or Italy or Greece, those not real Americans. That's European. I love it when you say to us, really? All right. You're funny. Your sense of humor is good. Well, thanks. Well, it's like when people start offending me and stuff, I turn it against them. You know, you gotta win. You gotta win people sometimes with love, sometimes with laughter, but not with hate, fighting back and forth. I'd rather just block people, mute you, and all that. 'Cause I ain't got no time for that. I'd rather talk to the pretty girls. Okay. Yes, I said it right. Oh, thank you very much. And there's nothing wrong living with your parents. Well, I'm not, even if I was living with my parents, I would not be ashamed. A lot of you don't realize that Mexican parents are not like Anglo parents, okay? Anglo Americans, as soon as your kids turned 18, sometimes even before, you already want them to move out of the house, to get on, leave us alone. We want to, blah, 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 blah. That's not real love, okay? For those of you that are Mexican, you know that sometimes Mexicans will bring our wives or girlfriends or whatever to live into the house. The family gets bigger, and we don't mind, it's the Mexicans do not mind their kids living with them like that. I believe that as long as you help pay for that house, pay for the whatever it is you're eating or whatever, help your parents out, that is love. That is not whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's one thing that Anglos do not understand about Mexicans. My mom and my dad, they wish that, not just me, but my other brothers and sisters still lived here with them to keep them company. You know what I mean? That's real love right there. Thank you very much. Hey, thanks for the cowboy hat. Appreciate that. You say, who do you get for the Super Bowl? Okay, Eagles. The Eagles are gonna win. Whoever wants to make a wager, it's on. Okay, if whoever wants to wager me against the Eagles, uh, if you guys win, I'll play a song for you or a mix. I'll play a mix of whatever you want. If you lose, then you give me something beyond a galaxy, something that's worth something on TikTok, so that $1,000. Come on, man, you don't even have $1,000. They say your mom and dad hablan inglés, ¿sí? My mom and my dad hablan bastante inglés para haber mantenido a 6 hijos, aquí trabajar más de 50, 60 años ya y haciendo América chingón. ¿Tú crees que una persona que no habla inglés puede hacer todo eso? All right. So yes, my mom and my dad, they speak plenty of English too. Have been working here for about 60 years now, making America great, and having to raise 6 kids. Okay, and everything they did. Do you think that if somebody didn't speak enough English, do you think they would have been able to do that? Okay. I know a lot of people that speak English that are Americans supposedly, and they don't do jack shit. So there. Chief is winning. Okay, no, that's gonna be the Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Let's go, everybody, Eagles, Eagles. Okay, the reason why I'm picking the Eagles also, I don't follow football. I don't. It's boring to me. But for those of you guys that don't know, my mom, she has a little nickname for me. Okay, her nickname for me, she calls me Aguilo. Aguilo means eagle. It means a male eagle. So that's why I'm going for the Eagles. Yay! Dice, yup, and scamming it got food stamps. You received food stamps? I'm sorry, I don't know if I understood that right. Take care of the house first, right? That's right, man. You always take care of your house first. Now you have a new follower. Hey, thanks. Most people follow me. Some people follow me because they don't like me. They hate me. So they're just like trying to get at me, like, "Row, row, row, row." But I don't mind that. That's cool. People can have their opinion. People come on here all the time. Okay, Trump this, Trump that, blah blah blah. That's great. That's their opinion. That's excellent. As long as you don't start offending me or my mom or anything for that matter, then that's fine. We can post your opinion. That's excellent. We have Chief fans here. That's great. If you're going for the Eagles, that's also great. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's having a conversation. But when you start being racist and offensive and that's when I kick you out. Thank you very much. Block them, says Aki Terry. As long as they don't insult me, it's fine. They don't need to be blocked. Okay, just have basic manners. I need American boss. Orale. You remind me of my tios. Orale. Say hi to your tias. George says hello. Yes, you tell them. That's right. Delisk 48. Jesus says, "What's up, big dog?" Wow, 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 wow. Not a whole lot, man. Just here bullshitting with people. All right, you guys. You guys are being so funny. All right, I'm getting kind of tired though. I am gonna take a break. So you know what? I will be back later. Okay. If you guys have any last comments you want me to read, go ahead and ask now, or forever hold your peace. Okay. They say, "Hey, good afternoon." This is aquí HTX Gage. How you doing? We're about to leave. I'm about to take a break. I've been on here talking and talking and talking, and that's one of the reasons. See, a lot of people think that doesn't take hard work. It is very hard work, talking and talking and dancing and all that. That's why I'm always drinking my Azteca Heel. As you can see, I just had my Azteca Heel with the humble food my mom made for us. If you guys would like to see the video on how she made that, you can check it out tomorrow on YouTube. Whatever I do today, it's always available the next day on YouTube. If you missed the stream, if you missed that recipe, just follow me on YouTube, and you guys can always check it out there also. Okay, so if you guys missed something from this morning, from right now when we were cooking, you guys can always just check it out on YouTube. A stick of health made me a little sick, carnal. Maybe you already crudo. And a lot of people say they buy it and all this and all that, and a lot of people don't. They just want to kind of ruin my little life here. And so don't believe everything you hear. I drink it every day. And I know a lot of people that drink it every day. You know, maybe you, sometimes people are allergic to something. You know, you never know. Okay, this is hi from Chinchampu, Japan. Really? That's funny. If you're from Chinchampu, Japan, y te llamas El Sueño Americano, that's kind of hard to believe. But thanks. Say hello to las chinitas for me. They're my favorite. Greetings, good afternoon, says aquí Mark Flores, ¿verdad? Right on, Mark Flores. Venom says hi. Greetings from 956. Where's that? Let me see. That's from 956. Where's 956? Is it from New Mexico? No. Hi, Theo. My family, Michelle, Marcos, y Rachel, right? Raquel, Rafa, Raya, RGV. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. All right. And then McAllen, Texas. This is the Oliver. Thanks, Oliver. So that's McAllen, Texas. Is that 956? That's where it's from? Right on. Appreciate you letting me know. Adiós, mamá. La madre, aquí te mandan saludar a la gente. ¿Quieres saludarlos, ma?
Sí, cómo no, pues voy ahorita a tapar mis plantas porque luego se me olvida.
Sí, pero yo nomás diles bye bye y ya un
Okay,
simple bye bye.
Pues, muchas gracias por verme mirado y yo ahorita voy a tapar mis macetitas porque luego se me hielan, ¿eh? Y me dio un placer saludarlas.
Mucha gente estaba diciendo, madre, que muchas gracias por haber compartido tu receta de tus taquitos dorados enchilados.
Está muy humilde, pero pues yo nomás cumplí porque me dijeron alguien que quería ver y pues no tenía todos los ingredientes, como por decir el queso y algunas otras cositas, pero las hice a ella, pues así como pude.
Dice aquí que si les puedes dar una bendición, mamá.
Sí, hijo.
Okay, she's gonna bless you guys. Okay, you guys? Give me a second here.
En nombre de Dios Padre, Dios Hijo y Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Cuídalas, Padre mío, socórrelas en sus necesidades y en todos sus caminos. Cuídalas y acompáñalas donde ellas anden. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Mil gracias te doy, Señor, es para ustedes. Y alabo tu gran poder, pues con el alma en el cuerpo me has dejado anochecer. Así te pido, Dios mío, me dejes amanecer para alabar tres personas, que es Jesús, José y María y el Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Yeah. Okay, for those of people that keep asking me if my mom speaks English, that's better than English. Guys, remember also, you guys, my mom has been working here in the United States, making America great for about 50 years now, okay? So don't you think that if she didn't know how to speak enough English to raise 6 kids, okay? 6 kids and work and making America great for 50 years now. Don't you think she knows enough English? So please stop asking me that, okay? She obviously spoke enough English to make America great and raise 6 kids at the same time. Well, I'm sorry, Terry, but it's just people, sometimes, I've had it with people up to here. Sometimes, like yourself, you just probably wanted to hear her say something cute, right? Well, sometimes I think people are saying it just to disrespect her and make fun of her. So I'm sorry. Just right now, I'm not in a very good mood. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Okay? I apologize if I offended you, but right now I'm not in a very funny mood. All right? Yeah, nothing more powerful than a mother's prayer. So I think listening to her say a prayer and a blessing is a lot more important than having her say some gibberish in English. Okay? Okay. Well, okay, you guys. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back later on if you guys want to keep talking. But right now, I'm gonna take a break. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much over here on Instagram. Thank you so much. So if you guys missed something, remember you can just go watch it on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be available if you guys want to see all the videos we did today. All right. Thank you over here on YouTube.